Hey YouTube, I'm back. And just like I said, this is gonna be a powerful week for me. Has a lot of powerful messages that I want to get across to a group of audience. Normally I don't. Normally this week or this past 2 weeks I've stopped sharing it with pretty much all of my Facebook Messenger group. But at the same time, this is important to me, so everybody that's important to me will get a message. If you haven't already subscribed and hit the bell for notifications, you will get a message showing that these are things that we need to talk about. And not just me and my audience, and not just me telling it to as many people as I can. The world needs to talk about these things because these are actually more important than we give this credit for. Now, earlier I said that there was going to be a part 2 to my co-op spiel, and this is that part 2. So, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to post them in the same day, so this is pre-recorded, just letting you know. So if I do post it in the same day, you know, hey, both of them got recorded the same day. If I don't post them the same day, know that, hey, at least they both got done in the same day, because this is how strongly I feel about it. And the title card, if you've already read it, or if you were just waiting for me to read it out loud and you're not even staring at the video, you just got some headphones on and you're just listening to me talk, wherever way you're doing it, I still appreciate you, is called Why the Lonely Seek Loneliness. And you would think to yourself, that's stupid. People that are lonely would not obviously seek to be alone. And that's not always entirely true, because there's been a statement that I've heard in my life growing up from friends, family, and peers that generally has me question whether or not things such as wanting companionship and wanting friends is actually people's goals all the time. And the statements I've heard that make me question the fact that they're kind of contradictory of being social and wanting companionship are statements like this: if we hang out too much, I'm gonna get tired of you. And that has always been the first one to complex me, because I'm like, if you generally want to hang out with somebody, and if you generally feel strongly about making as much time and memories with them as possible, you will never get tired of a person. So the people that have said that, some of you know who you are, some of you may have forgotten you said that, but all in all, I don't necessarily believe that, or I think that's not exactly correct and very contradictory, because as I said, you would not get sick of somebody that you really want to be around. Another term I've heard is, I don't want to be a burden, so I don't message you or talk to you often. If you do care for me, and if you think that I care for you and believe that I care for you, you would not stop communication just because you feel like I'm a burden. You have a person who has a connection with somebody should, to a certain extent, be selfish of that person. Because if they literally make your life better by being in your life, you would want nothing more than more of them in your life. And yes, we've all been taught that selfishness is a negative emotion, but when it comes to friends and family, the bonds that you formed in your life, it's okay to be selfish. All human beings are not created equal, and selfishness is not just you generally not wanting to share. Selfishness also has another definition, in my opinion, that means to be possessive or make a claim over a certain thing. And a certain thing is not just an item, it's not just a person, it can be a relationship. And a relationship is not an item or a person. A relationship can be linked to a person, but it's not a person. And it's not a item. So when people say things like, I'll get tired of you if we spend too much time together and I don't want to burden you, it frustrates me to a certain extent, because I'm like, me personally I feel that if ever you need me, you can let me know and I will be there to the best of my ability. And if you care about anybody, you would want to be there to the best of your ability if you are able to make it. So people that say those things seek loneliness. And I'm not saying everybody is just stupid and contradictory. That's not what I'm saying. I understand that in life it is hard and there are such things as emotional ailments on the mind and the body that make you not believe that you are loved and not believe that you are important. So you believe that every time that there is time where you're sitting by yourself, all of the people in your life generally want nothing to do with you. And that is not true at all. There are people like me, because I'm not saying I'm the only one, and not going to carry myself as I'm the only righteous person in this aspect of thinking. No, there's generally a lot of people out there in the world that if they care for you, they literally care for you and they will do anything for you. I've done things like giving friends places to stay when they needed to stay, and vice versa. I've been given a place to stay by friends when I needed a place to stay. So, that being said, there are people out there willing to do for you if you've made an impact in their life to where they value you as a person. You should never feel like you don't deserve friendship. You don't deserve compassion. You don't deserve bonds. That's why, to those who don't generally have to struggle with the weight of the negative forces, and those who do, I know that these words might not be the medicine you need in your life, but know that if you have touched a person to the point where they want to spend more time with you, you have made a bond. And a bond is not easily broken. A bond is not like a plant. It doesn't need to be watered every day. So you don't need to see them every day and you don't need to talk to them every day. So, but also know that just because you don't see them every day and don't talk to them every day, the bond won't die. Again, sorry if I'm getting like elevated in my speech. It's just something I'm really passionate about. That being said, I believe that there are people out there in the world who seek loneliness because statements like, I will get tired of you if we hang out too much, and statements like, I don't want to be a burden, are people that genuinely feel like they don't matter, and that if they stopped existing in the world would be a lot better off. And to every person that believes that, know that that is not true in any way, form, shape, or know how. Everybody that's met somebody, everybody that's been born has bonds. So everybody that's been born, when you die, you will break so many hearts. People will be sad that you're gone. There is no reason to feel like you make the world better by not being here. Don't seek loneliness in your life, because in death, for whatever you believe in, there's a possibility of loneliness. For those who believe in heaven, that's a different story. For those who don't have a religion, that's also a different story. And for those with any religion in between, none in Christianity, not that Christianity is the top religion, don't get me wrong on that. There is something for you in the end. And even if you don't think there's something for you then, there's something for you now. The people here on this world with you, the bonds that you have formed, are as important to you as you are to them. You can't leave this world and make it a better place. You can leave this world a better place, but you leaving this world won't make it better. Yes, the world is overpopulated, and yes, we're slowly killing the earth and stuff, scientific bull like that, but this does not mean that you need to go and believe that you can be alone until you fade away. Don't try to cut ties and burn bridges and break bonds just because you think it will hurt less when you're not here. Because you won't hurt less. Well, you will hurt less if you're gone. But everybody around you that you leave won't hurt less. Their lives won't instantly get better because there's one less person in their life to care about. So stop. This is a PSA to the world. Stop seeking loneliness. If people are generally there for you and want to be there for you and tolerate and love you as a human being, let them. Be selfish. Accept their love and even more and want more. Your life isn't over yet. So live to be a better person. To them, to yourself, and to the rest of the world. You calling it quits now won't help anyone down the line. We aren't no superhero show or no anime where you're fighting a boss that you can't beat, but you can sacrifice yourself for the greater good of the rest of the team. We're not like anything like that. Yes, there's wars and yes, there's battles on in the world, but nothing is over dramatized to that extent. So stay loved, everybody, and continue to love. Whew. This is heavy, and I don't have much recording time left, so I guess I'm going to cut this short. If I'm speaking to anybody and they want to hear more of this, message me that you want more of this. Message me personally if you know me personally. If you don't know me personally, you can search for me on Facebook. Like it if you like it. Dislike it if you don't like it. That's completely fine too. All I'm saying is don't be alone. Like I said, if you want to talk to me, talk to me. If you want to have more of this, tell me that and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.